Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Molly and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Molly's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The motivation and the correction that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction is a tug and release on the training collar. And we'll be teaching you how to use your training equipment properly during your one-on-one follow-up training session. Now Molly is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Molly heel. Now at this point, Molly's job is to maintain contact with your left leg. She shouldn't be dragging you down the street. She shouldn't be forging out to get squirrels or cats or kids. She should be walking nicely like a lady. If you turn, she should turn. If you change pace, she should do the same. Everything should be done at your pace. When you stop your feet, she sits automatically to wait for her next command. So when you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, she should be sitting nicely at your left to wait for her next command. So everything is about teaching self-control and maturity and focus. And she's enjoyed this. This has really given her something to stimulate her little brain. Now the next exercise is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. You're going to start out with the sit-stay at about 30 seconds, add about 5 seconds a day, working all the way up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her, and this is a big distraction, ending up back where they started at heel position, and again, she expects to get another command. And Rich tells her to heel again, and she gets up to walk nicely with him. One of the major complaints that we have from our clients is that my dog is pulling my arm out of the socket on walks. I really want to be able to walk my dog successfully. So that is the first thing that we work on here at school, especially with these bigger puppies. Nice automatic sit. Rich is going to leave her again in a stay. And you can practice your sit stays and all your stationary commands indoors as well as outdoors. And you saw her change her body language, and Rich told her no stay before she ever got up. This time he's going to call her. This is the recall. It's a happy command. You call her in, she sits right in front of you, and then she goes back to heel and back sitting. Very nice. Good girl. So that is your come on command, and you're going to practice that on leash to begin with so that she starts really enjoying the game of coming to you and sitting in front of you. And you can tell by her body language, her tail is up, she's happy. Stay. Rich leaves her in another sit stay. She enjoys this one-on-one attention. And he's going to call her in. He tells her good girl on the way in. You saw her wag, and she comes right in front and sits, and then she returns to heel and back sitting. What a good girl. Now the next exercises that we're going to be demonstrating for you are the harder ones. They are the down commands. There is down from a heel position and down from a distance. So the first one we're going to demonstrate for you is with her seated at your left in heel position. You take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Now she's sniffing, and that is often a prelude to them getting up, and that's why Rich is telling her no. She should just lay there because that's the command. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her. You're going to work this command all the way up to 5 minutes. He gets back to heel position, back where they started. He has to give her another command. So I think you're really going to enjoy the new improved Molly. She's done so well. And she really, really is a good girl. Her housebreaking skills are great. Now her obedience skills are great. Now we just have to get her doing all of these things for you at home. And like I said, work up. With this downstay, you probably can start off, especially if you're in the house, at about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. And this time, instead of returning back to her, Rich is going to call her out of that. She gets right up, comes right in and sits. Not everybody's as happy about doing obedience as Molly. She's got a really good attitude about training. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is going to be your down from a distance. This is a little bit tougher exercise because the dog isn't right next to you. And you can see she's smiling. Rich leaves her in a sit stay. Goes out to the, not quite to the end of the training lay. She's going to use his right hand to give the command. Down. She goes right down. And that is a perfect down from a distance. You're going to distance yourself as you go along. Now we have demonstrated for you all of Molly's formal on-leash obedience commands. She's being a little fresh right now, but you can tell that she knows them very, very well. We want to thank you again for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you soon.